I'm going to show you some full screen video playback on the X1. This is one of the demo videos that ships with the device. The 800 by 480 pixel display really is a good canvas for watching videos. Give you a quick demonstration of what you can expect from the 3.2 megapixel camera on the Xperia X1. I'm going to hold down the shutter button here for a second, which will automatically load up the camera. You can see we have a random box down there. It's for a Microsoft LifeCam. The X1's camera supports a couple different modes. Right now it's in a finger focus mode, so no matter where you're pointing, if you just click on the display, it'll set the focus point, which point when you press the shutter halfway, it'll focus there. Get a little bit closer, you might be able to see better how that works. You touch the display, and that's where it sets the focus point. So with that kind of thing going on, you can easily decide to focus on something far away without having to reframe it. You could just as easily focus on something close. It's not a bad system. The rest of the user interface on the device is a little bit less intuitive and less speedy. Speed's kind of a problem on the device as a whole. Scene mode selection is pretty quick. Tap down here, switch to focus mode, automatically focus at infinity for landscapes. Macro mode. I wasn't real pleased with the performance on the macro mode. This is just regular fixed focus. It'll always focus on what's in the center. Flash mode was really disappointing. It always seems to be on. As soon as you hit configure it to be on, the light on the flash is on using power. It makes it, it focuses a bit better, and of course it'll flash brighter when you actually take a picture. But overall very impractical to use. And as I've said, it's kind of slow. It's just not a very quick device in general. You can see there's a bunch of different settings here, but you can see how long it's taking me to get to these various settings. Everything is kind of painful in terms of response. You can see, that must have taken 5 seconds right there just to back out of a screen. Scrolling is very messy, very slow, just very unimpressed. Has some great basic technology in it, it's just not executed well. I'll give you a quick look at some of the additional places where the phone supports finger scrolling. You can see I can fling it. Doesn't run too smoothly though. You can see it. It's kind of struggling at times. Once it's scrolling, you can just tap on it to stop. I like the tabs. Again, this is an HTC feature. We've seen this in other devices. Makes it easy to quickly move around. You can also use the optical joystick for scrolling, but if you have a long list like I do, it's going to take a while to get through anything there. Same basic scrolling functions work inside, program folders or in the settings. Everything basically supports finger scrolling, just perhaps isn't optimal. And one of the things you see me doing, I keep hitting the X button with the stylus because the fact that this isn't flush mounted makes it a little hard to get in there and hit that X properly. But you can see it's using HTC's Task Manager, so you can quickly close out applications and things like that, freeing up memory. And speaking of memory, you can see there's a fair amount of storage space and RAM on this device. Total 280 megs of storage and 200 megs of RAM. Even with a bunch of applications loaded, I still have 100 meg of RAM free in terms of applications RAM. We've got an 8 gig card in this device, micro SD card, so there's plenty of storage too. In order to get to the micro SD memory card slot, you have to pop off the back cover. Admittedly, the back cover doesn't latch on there too securely. And you saw how easily that popped off. I just kind of stuck a nail in there and it came right off. So it hasn't fallen off while using the phone yet, but I'm a little worried about it. So there you have it. That's the Sony Ericsson Xperia X1 Windows Mobile 6.1 professional powered device. Features a large 800 by 480 pixel touchscreen display. It's got a nice metal body, 3.2 megapixel camera, a real host of features in there. Some questionable design elements, like the keys here and such, but overall very solidly built and very attractive. Also very expensive. In the US, this device is selling without a contract for about $800, so you really have to commit to something like this, but it is a pretty cool device. There you have it, Sony Ericsson Xperia X1.